That's gone, isn't it? Is that better? I'm David, I'm 49 and I live in Sheffield. I'm a retired conveyancer, and unfortunately over the last 4 or 5 years I've been suffering from what these specialists call depression, anxiety, stress, all that baloney. I couldn't take anything in my head, so then I was having to work harder. I couldn't remember, I'd have notes galore, everything became so much harder. And everything was taking 2 or 3 times as long. And then I'd be waking up in the middle of the night, and at 4 o'clock in the morning I'd drive into the office to check something. You still felt you were having to put an act on, which I felt I was doing for the last couple of years at work. There was an act to sort of say, no, there's nothing wrong with me, I'm okay. You know, bright and sparkly. As someone walked through the door, when they went through the door, my head would be down and I'd be thinking, oh God, what's happened today? I can't cope with this. I couldn't face people, I couldn't talk to people. I would openly avoid people. I wasn't embarrassed about avoiding people. I'd hide from people. Someone came to the door, I'd ignore it. Someone rang me up, I'd definitely ignore it. And if there was any chance I would bump into someone that was work associated, I just couldn't do it. I left my office, and to this day 5 years later, I've not been back. My stuff could be in my drawers for all I know. I haven't gone back, anything, pens, photos, anything. I haven't got anything back. I did get a little crocodile magnet sent back to me that my daughter bought me, and that was on my cabinet, so I asked them to post that to me. So I've got that, and it's on the fridge at home now. So that was done, but I can't go back. I'll never be able to walk through the doors again. I miss the day-to-day involvement, I miss working, but I've got to be realistic. It may well have killed me if I carried on like that, so that's not... But the anxiety's horrible. Then I suppose depression, I still can't really explain that. I don't know what that is, and it's just something I'm told. It's just the hiding away, the shame of it. I suppose that's the depression aspect of it. But it's an illness I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, and it's something I never thought would hit me. And I think, if I'm perfectly honest, if someone told me they had depression before, I don't even know how sympathetic I'd have been. Without wanting to sound hard, because it's just, I didn't think I'd ever suffered from it, or would ever suffer from it. Oh, there is sympathy, there's help. The only problem with the illness is there is ignorance to it, as I had, I think, and you look normal. So you look as though, well, what's wrong with him? He could come into work today. And I think that was another thing I found hard as well. You don't want to be seen out because you look as though you could be at work. So I was conscious that people would think I was skiving. I am disappointed because I didn't want to get ill. I'd like to have, I'm only 49, I'd like to have been working to the best part of 60, at least. But it happened, and things happen for a reason. And I don't know if I'd carried on doing what I was doing, whether I'd have been well enough to live to 60. I don't know. It was tough, and it was so stressful, and I just wasn't myself. I was a different person, and a person I really didn't like. I regret an awful lot with the illness and the way you behave. The really dark days were horrible because you'd just flip, and when you snapped in a way that, I don't know, it was horrible. And you'd say things, and that's bad. When you say things to someone that is not nice, and someone so close to you is looking after you, or you throw things against a wall. I'd smash plates and saucers and cups, and throw them at people, which is not very nice. So I don't know. Like I say, I don't know why. I used to almost wish that everyone did leave me, so that I'd be left alone to wallow in my own self-pity. I remember being in the kitchen, and there'd been some friction between myself and Hannah, and just the tiniest thing. We'd been arguing over something that was my fault anyway. And then I remember just, because I'd smashed something on the floor, so Hannah smashed the drawer, pushed it in. And I just flipped, and I said, you break that and that's it. If you break that, I'll kill you. And it felt like I meant it at that moment in time. And I could see she felt like I meant it, and she was threatened. She was physically threatened, or she felt physically threatened, and that's the lowest ever I've been. So yeah, that was horrible. At first, the relationship's built around you providing for them, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to live. It's like a baby. But they learn to love you, and they learn to see that the more, like I say, the more love you give them, the more they give you back. So many times over. If I'm upset, he seems to be concerned sometimes. It's hard to explain, but if I do get upset, he looks a little bit concerned, and he'll come and sit on me and curl up on me. If I'm just lying down for a rest, he always sort of comes, looks at me, climbs on me to see what's up, and then he'll just curl and put his head on me just for comfort. He's just sort of saying, I'm here, mate, don't worry about it. I'll never be back to normal work-wise, unfortunately. There's a part of my brain that seems to have gone from a concentration point of view on being able to work, but I see myself being happy. I see myself being with Rusty and my family. Very important. My family have been fantastic to me through all of this. It's not just been Rusty, it's been a team event. They kept me going for the first 3.5 years probably of it. I don't know where I'd have been without them. But no, hopefully me and Rusty will be still walking around here, sitting around. We might be a bit slower, and I might even be a bit greyer, or maybe a bit less hair on top, but no, I still see myself being with where I am, hopefully.
Can you tell me what's going to happen when Rusty dies?
No. No, I don't want to. No. No, I don't want to think about that. I'd probably do as well. There'd be a big part of me that died if he died, so no. I'm feeling that I'm getting back to that stage where I actually like myself again. And that's taken years. Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much for all the help. And I love you all very much. Thank you.
You think this is the end of a very long process that we've been planning for a while, so I understand it's a bit of a release now we've finished. So don't worry about that. No, you've done really, really well to be able to have actually lots of tough questions. I've been very mean. You dealt with them really, really well. You've been really strong. So well done for that. I've got nothing to say sorry for at all. You've done awesome. Love you very much. You've done an awesome job. Well done. I love you too. Got nothing to say sorry for at all. Should we get Rusty? Should we have Rusty home?
Yeah, Rusty, come on. Come on, you. Come on, have a hug. Come on.
Rusty!
What's this? Do you want this bread? Come on, then. Come on. Hey. Come on, give me a kiss. I want a hug. Hey. Give me a big hug. Hey, I love you. Rusty, I love you so much. You're not going anywhere, are you? Hey, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.